mother. They say her roar echoed through valleys wild and free. Yet fate wove a tail, led her cubs astray from pride to pick that path and twine to see. What a lioness was your mother. They say I will soon stretch. I cannot fight the urge. These diagrams reflect for the leaders get this dirge. Yeah, do ya hit them with this dirge. Yeah, about to get what they deserve. Yeah. What a woman your mother was, like a lioness of love. Her children were like lions, Julia lions, Judah cubs. One of her lions boomed so strong and ran through light. Prepared to catch prey and eat men of bad light. The nations called the hunters, trapped him in a pit. Brought him in chains through twin towers of Egypt. When Israel, the mother lion, saw hope for him was gone, she took another of her cubs.
Get over here.
In the edge of the beginning, yeah. Forever in a day made long. The end manifest, just they will sing this death dirge song. Take up the sickle, drew your princes bold. Speak of the lioness, fierce and untamed. She lay among the lions, fierce and cold, nurturing her cubs, their destinies framed. What a lioness was your mother. They say her roar echoed through valleys wild and free. Yet fate wove a tail, led her cubs astray from pride to pick that path and twine to see. What a lioness was your mother. They say I will soon stretch. I cannot fight the urge. These diagrams reflect for the leaders get this dirge. Yeah, do ya hit them with this dirge.
Greater light. Greater light. Before I even go in, let me go ahead and get started with the affirmation. My mind is God's mind. I'm always reflecting divine wisdom and divine intelligence. My brain symbolizes the capacity to think wisely and spiritually because God's ideas unfold within my mind in perfect sequence. It ain't off track, perfect sequence. They can try to start building these artificial intelligence beings without God's perfect sequence and watch how it backfire on them. And for those who don't want to accept Jesus as their guide and principle, who had the blueprint to let you know that we are light beings, those who want to be left behind with this mess, you're going to get the repercussions of them building these beings without the perfect sequence. See, now they think they creating something and it's still going to be off. But God's ideas unfold within my mind in perfect sequence. And in John 12, Jesus said, it ain't his ideas. He said it's God's ideas unfold within his mind in perfect sequence too. Perfect sequence. I'm always poised, balanced, serene, and calm, even when I don't want to be. All the times that people may have been like, she a little off, or she this, or she that, I was controlled, poised, balanced, serene, and calm. Because God had the perfect solution for all my needs before the foundations of this earth, before he said, let there be light, before man decided they wanted to make a sun day and a moon day, and a two twos, and the weathers, all them days of the week, before man decided they want to do all that, before man decided they want to add some numbers, before man tried to trap each of you who are light beings into a grid under this atmosphere and try to do everything that they can so that they will be able to purchase your light code. God had the perfect solution for every single one of your needs so that you can withstand the wiles of the devil and the plans of the devil to think that they finna put you on what they call a new earth. They new earth is not the same earth, new earth that Jesus is talking about, that God has for us. Because when the new earth that God has, it ain't gonna be no ocean. The ocean always been here. You read Genesis When God said, let there be light, when the mist came over the face of the deep before there was even light, there was beings in the ocean. There was nations in the ocean. As a matter of fact, when the beings got kicked out of heaven, the ones who wanted to follow behind King Lucifer, the Leviathan, before they went and hit straight into the Gulf, right into the Gulf. Huh? So how long was the space of time before God decided to make man, that they was roaming around down in there trying to figure out how they can get out of the ocean? Well, see, the thing about that and all them craters and everything else down there all crackled up and stuff, the crackling origins. Oh, the Kraken, whoever the Kraken is, the new earth, they ain't gonna need no ocean. The sea gonna be like glass. Huh? That's right. That's right. So that you could let them pretend and make you think you're gonna be on a new earth with all the simulations and things they got prepared and in store. Do you know how long they have pretended that this is a new earth? Since 1978. What are you talking about, Grandma? Yep. I started to save this for later. I started to save this for my shadow hour live, but I changed my mind. I changed my mind. I want to thank God, huh, for changing me, huh? I know I've been changed. I thank him. I thank him. I thank him. I thank him. And you know, the part of the song that I never thought about, you know, the angels in heaven that signed my name. My name was already in the book of life. It says it because the Bible tells me so. The book of light and life. And I almost got it expunged. I mean, what do you call? Excommunicated out of there. Probably scribbled, scrabbled. Huh? I believe if I would have not begin to love and forgive, the more I love, the more everything comes crashing down. I'm talking about the system. That's what I noticed. The more that I love and forgive, oh, don't mean I'm not gonna. If you say something slick to me or call me a name, I'm not gonna find a way to give it back to you in the most loving way possible. If you call me a beach, that's the best way I could say it without being, because I do have young ones that watch me sometimes. But if you call, I'm gonna find the most loving way to give it back to you, huh? What I found out is the more loving and forgiving that I am every day, the more love that I put in, the more the system starts to crumble. You don't believe me? Okay, it's like that movie. Remember the movie Mother? Mother is so close to my life story, huh? My history, my history. But remember towards the end of the movie, because as long as she was loving and forgiving the world, everything just seemed to be going and replicating the way it went and all that. As soon as she got to the point of that feeling again where she just wanted the whole world to be destroyed for killing her son, because as long as Jesus was right there loving her, everything was fine. And Jesus, almost like he needed her to not love. I'm talking about in this story. This isn't the same. I'm just showing you. The person portraying Jesus like he needed her to not forgive so that the cycle can continue going. And that's how the movie ended. Soon as she said no, she don't forgive them at the end when she was dying, the cycle continued. There's another cycle of what they consider to be a new earth and new world of trauma and confusion and chaos and hatred and all that. So, but again, what I realized in my realm, every day that I wake up and forgive those who had a hand in and love them, and I'm talking about loving them sincerely, something in the government just goes, it's just crumbling. Ah, ah. Yeah, I'm not reneging on what I said the other day. My grandchildren will see a new earth. Uh, they will see it. I don't know how God is going to fix it for them, but they will see it. And it's going to come through my loving and forgiveness and following the ways and the blueprint that Christ left for me to follow, that shows that it's in my DNA that I am a light being. I am the light. We went over the light yesterday. Well, today we're going to talk about a new earth. We're going to talk about a new earth. Yes, your government, I don't know how far back, but I could bring you right up to 1978. 1978, where all this technology we got going on right now, they already been playing around with this technology. Just like it states that they've been playing around with this technology for over 7,000 years, over 10,000 years, according to the stuff that I keep seeing in Federal Register over 1,000,000 years ago. They keep digging up stuff talking about, yep, it was 10,000 years ago. And we have all these artifacts from Syria and Pakistan that shows 10,000 years ago when they was doing this with technology and this and this and that. Yep. That's in your Federal Register. That's in your Federal Register. The documents that are law, the documents that your presidents and your vice presidents have to allow the system, the world system, they have to follow the instructions on that. Federal Register. The Federal Register that states, like I said last week, that there's going to be a storm that comes up the East Coast. In your Federal Register, this storm that's happening this week ain't nothing brand new. It was written in the Federal Register in the old earth last week. So their new earth program, it was already predicted that that storm is going to come up the East Coast and that Delaware is going to be prepared, and they have 4 phases. And if it gets to the Zulu stage, there's a problem. No, it's in your Federal Register. It ain't no prediction. Ain't nobody on this earth is a well, unless they follow Cleopatra's needle. Uh, and those the 2 spots that's gonna get flooded out, that the Cleopatra's needles can go ahead and fall. Those 2 vortexes, those are the twin towers that was supposed to fall in the first place. The old Earth twin towers that was supposed to fall. They made the new Earth twin towers fall, but the old Earth twin towers that's supposed to fall, the flood's gonna go ahead and knock them on out. Where they located, you would have to go to my live stream from the shadow hours and find out where they located at. uh, it's time for Cleopatra's needle to come on down. Yes, sir. Nothing that I'm saying, it's already written. It's already written. Now, let me get my glasses together. Let me get my glasses together. Let me get my glasses together. So, let me show you something. I did what I normally do. I typed in light. I found some all kind of information about Orion 11. Some information about uh called a mechanism of action in the um technology that the dragon, y'all know the dragon program that's in your Federal Register, the dragon program, the information that or the technology that they're using to be able to induce um, certain medications into the people that are going to be left behind, so that they can control you. They already stating that artificial intelligence is hallucinating. They've been saying that artificial intelligence. They already got claims that artificial intelligence is hallucinating. I'm talking about the same program that you use in your phone. So I don't know if they're gonna test the um, mechanism of action on artificial intelligence first through the Dragon program. I don't know what they're gonna do and how they're gonna do it. I didn't go and read in details, but it's in the play, y'all. It's in the play. So back to this Federal Register document right here. Let me show you this Federal Register document right here. And it may not seem like nothing to you, right? It might not seem like anything, especially with the dates that they have here. And I told y'all about the biennial program that they have. Here, view this on StreamYard. Let me make sure I'm showing the right one. Okay. So this information right here on face value just looks like, well, it don't look like they talking about anything. It don't look like they talking about anything. Yes, honey. Let me show you what I found reading this right here. Let me show you what I found from 1978 reading this right here. Publication of human skin sensitization database. They go for the mess with your skins. They for the mess with the toxins in the air. They getting ready for those who be left behind. I said, no, I'm not rushing Jesus coming. That's right, I'm not rushing Jesus coming, but I know I'm not going to be left behind in this mess. No man knows what day Jesus is coming. That's in light code. But Jesus said that we must be prepared. We also must make use of the light while there is still time. We also must be and remain sober. We must be pure, pure in heart, pure in mind, pure in body. All this sex, spirit, force that has came out of the sun 1 million years ago or so many trillion years ago, where the germs of the egg and the sperm and all that extra, we only supposed to be having intercourse for procreation. Other than that, it ain't even supposed to. I guess that's why my whole system just took over and just like, ew, ew, ew. It's germophobic. Back to germaphobes. We're back to it. So you see this right here? Let me make it larger. Let me make it larger so you can see. You can see. See this right here? So, oh, no, no, don't come out of it. See the date? See this date right here? 9/16, the National Institute of Health. They report and they updating, but you know how far they updating from behind? They updating from 1978. They updating from 1978. 1978. Background: the ICC-VAM Authorization Act of 2000 established the ICC-VAM is a permanent interagency committee of the National Institute of Environmental Health Sciences under the NICE ATMs. You want to be nice? Go ahead and be nice. You can be nice. ICC VAM's mission is to facilitate development, validation, and regulatory acceptance of new and revised regulatory test methods that reduce, refine, or replace the use of animal testing while maintaining and promoting scientific quality and protection of human health, animal health, and environment. Okay, yeah, this face value right here, because I'm going to show you something. Development of updated documentation, validation, qualification, and regulatory acceptance of new approaches of methodologies. This document describes an approach to validation of a new approach methodologies that reflect modern toxicity testing, placing less emphasis on replacement of the vivo test, and that's vivo testing through the de novo, which is under the Illumina, which is under and over the beast called the dragon. This information is here in your federal register. This ain't nothing grandma just coming out, pulling out of the woodworks. With a single alternative method and more emphasis on integrating results of from multiple vitro and chemical assays. Assay, they love saying assay. Those gonna be the same ones gonna be right here left behind, serving demons, talking about assay, chemical assays, and the silico approaches. Publication of articles describing U.S. and international information needs, the testing requirements for nanomaterials. Here we go. Exotoxicity and acute system toxicity. Curation and publication of a human skin sensitization database. Every time they've been pulling your blood and taking, and we got some of your skin. Collaborated with the German Federal Institute of Risk Assessment to compile the largest existing database of human reference data from skin sensitive. What is they talking about? Grandma, what you mean? The German Federal Institute is the one who will be holding information about your skin in their database. Y'all know every time Elon stand up there, he throw up the Hitler sign. Every single time. Don't play. Don't act like you didn't know. Don't act like you did not notice Elon throwing up the Heil Hitler sign every time he stand up there. Okay, act like you didn't know. Broadening applicability of defined approaches for skin sensitive. They need your skin. Don't act like you didn't hear when Rihanna was singing about your skin. Following international acceptance of defined approaches to skin sensitization, ICC VAM agency scientists evaluated use of defined approaches to characterize sensitization potential of agrochemical formulations and isozonones, a type of preservative used for consumer products. Look at this mess. Say, well, Grandma, that ain't saying nothing about no new earth and no old earth. Okay, here we go. Y'all know what I do. I don't just read the face value. I start clicking these codes and these the FR codes and the dates behind these FR codes. I start clicking these FR codes. I don't just read what they got right here on face value. Now look, when I clicked this FR code, it took me to 1978. It took me, there's two important things in this 1978 Federal Register document right here. Two things, three things. First is that this Federal Register document came out of Miami, Florida. So was there at one time and point in time where all of the government official information came out of Miami first before it went to Washington? I don't know. I didn't go into that much research and development. Maybe I'll do that later on one of my late night shadow hour lives. But for sure, let me show you what I mean about New Earth. I'm gonna leave this here. I'm gonna blow it up just so you could be looking while I read some New Earth information. Oh man, wait a minute. I know I didn't just lose my page. I know I didn't just lose my page. Federal Communications, deep water conditions. Was it 35? Let me go back. I think it was page 35. Let me make sure. Oh, they playing with me. You see, it ain't me. It's not me. It's them playing with my page, my paper. Oh my goodness. It ain't gonna stop nothing because I got time. I got time on my hand. See? Here it go again. Came right out. Let's go back to 35. I'm gonna do it like this. Mm-mm. Mm. Something told me write that page number down. Something told me write the page numbers down. Okay, so I was under rules and regulations. They see where I'm going. They see exactly where I'm going with this. It's their information. This information is public information. So why whoever trying to control the system that I'm using would try to block or change or discourage me from showing y'all this information? Tell me why. Huh? Somebody tell me why. Let's go. I'm gonna keep going, scrolling down until I find the page again. Federal Communications. It should be right about here coming up. Interstate commissions. I found out so much information. I took notes, but I didn't take the notes that I needed to take because I didn't think somebody literally would come over here and say, well, let's make her lose her spot. That I needed to write down the page number. That I needed to write down the page number because they don't want me to show y'all where they got New Earth and Old Earth in here. They don't want me to show you New Earth and Old Earth. Since 1970s, they have had a New Earth, and some of the frequencies that they say is dangerous these days that they pretend like they not using, they've been using since 1978 in the New Earth. Federal Communications Commission. Here it is. It's coming up. All right. So let me put that. That's in the 60s. It starts in the 60s, page 60. And I'm going to leave this up while I read. Let me blow it up for you. while I read words about New Earth in the Bible. So here, you see the frequency that they're using here? Back when they pretended that they were using antennas, and the different cable companies, all the different cable companies, right, that use these certain megahertz and hertz and frequencies, right? You see right here where it says operate New Earth station. See right here, it says operate New Earth station, and then they have fixed Earth station. And then you'll see some that didn't even transition over to any of the Earth stations. It didn't transition to, like a lot of the ones in Florida didn't transition to a new Earth station or a fixed Earth station, like remained under fixed Earth. Look at this. This is a 1978 document. 1978 documents about fixed Earth and about new Earth. And the license that the Department of Defense, NASA, the Department of Energy, all the branches and what they had to do in order to achieve transitioning over to the so-called new Earth. Here it is, Plymouth, Mass. Plymouth didn't land at all. All they did is transitioned new Earth from the old Earth in their terms of new Earth. Now, again, we know according to the word that the new Earth is not going to be, there's not going to be any ocean. The ocean that we have today is no longer going to exist. Look at this, earthquake studies back then. Earthquake studies. Earthquake studies. Look at the projection in the atmosphere. Hold up. Now, see the word methodology comes up again. Beyond life research. They're still doing the beyond life research right now. Beyond life research. Hypothesis testing on the beyond life research, but right in the same research and development under their new Earth. So, Grandma, why is this 1978 information pertinent to today? Because the same Federal Register interagency information that I just clicked brought me to this information right here. The progress they're working, showing you, they're reporting their progress, not just from 2022 to 2023, but they're reporting their progress all the way from 1978 and beyond. You say, well, Grandma, they're not talking about like literally new Earth or fixed Earth. That's just a frequency term for cable and fiber optic. No, it's not. No, it's not. Now let me show you real quick the definition according to artificial intelligence of what a fixed Earth system is like. A fixed Earth system, an Earth fixed coordinated system, is a Cartesian coordinated system that is used to analyze the position and angle of a vessel on Earth. You are the vessels. The origin of the system is at the center of the Earth's mass, and its axes are fixed relative to Earth restoration. And then it gives Bible references to this same creed. Then it goes into creationism and fixed earth innovations. Now they bring in fixed earth innovations from 2019, but they use Bible references according to this study in that they have here from 1978 that they just updated this week and given a report of for today. Also, with the fixed earth theory or fixed earth study or fixed earth method, they have um it was a picture. If I could find that picture again. Give me a moment. Let me see if I could find that picture of the fixed earth. Let's go back. Let me just put fixed earth. Fixed earth. Here it is. Okay, and let me show you this image. Okay, here we go. So here at the fixed earth, here's an image of what the fixed earth theory is. Now, whoever did this, they don't have that many views. But obviously, I'm not the only one knowing or studying or seeing information about their fixed earth theories. I'm going to come out of this one right here. Let me come back here and click out of that one. So it says here, what is fixed earth theory? Fixed earth theory assumes that the earth has always been as it appears today. It has always been as it appears today. So when they show all these different maps of the earth in different forms, they're saying based on the studies that they're doing with the government, the earth never changed form. Am I sharing that? The earth never changed form. The earth looks today as it did all those thousands and millions and billions of years ago. And some of the stations that they have located on earth is based on the fixed earth theory and the fixed, so it says here, fixed earth station. But then they have different program for the new earth station. So how many of us are in a new on a new earth frequency, and how many of us are in the old earth frequency? I'm looking at Georgia right now, Atlanta. Application for authority to construct and operate new earth station. So they had a application Dinosaur Cable. This is out of Atlanta. I'm just looking at Atlanta right now. Dinosaur Cable Television Inc. Their application for authority to construct and operate new Earth station service domestic fixed satellite class of station fixed Earth station location Glen Rose, Somerville, Texas. See, that's why he's taking everything to Texas. So whatever fixed Earth station, new Earth stations, and all the stations, let's say Atlanta, their station is coming out of Texas. Somerville, Texas, and it gives the longitude, latitude, the megahertz, and the model, the scientific Atlantic model 8002. Let's look at Washington Cable System. They did an application authority to construct and operate a new Earth station. Their service domesticated fixed satellite class of station, fixed Earth station, location Quincy, Grant, Washington. And their scientific model is called Andrew ESA 54HP. Atlanta model. Alaska is under the Atlanta model 8008. This 1978, y'all. I haven't even touched what Elon is about to do in the transition. They got the Harris model to construct a new Earth station. Warwick Cable Television out of, wait, hold up. Fixed Earth, Benton, Washington. New Earth, Phoenix, Arizona. Comes out of Western Union Central Office. Florida is University City Television Cable Company, Gainesville, Florida. Consent of control of company. See, I remember I said with Florida, I noticed with Florida didn't do a bunch of what you call it, New Earth and Old Earth. See, they stand under Disney. Their Earth is stayed under Disney. The Cox Cable Vision Corporation, transfer free or transferee. I got to find out what that be about with Florida. Florida didn't go under the New Earth or the Old Earth. Atlanta, it says research, experimentation, and demonstration proposes. Oh, I went over theirs already. Monmouth, Illinois, they put in their application and it was filed March 28th, 1978. But let me tell you something about all these companies and these scientific models for the new Earth back then. Remember now that we all in the community was for a moment making a big deal about the new sun with China, right? This document right here, remind me, this is page 61. This document right here, the president at the time put in a proclamation for the new Sunday. The new Sunday. Let me break it down. Let me show you. Let me show you real quick. Let me go to it real quick and then I'm going to go see. Look at this. Miami, March 29th, 1978. Federal Register. days of the week, the agencies. And hold up, let's get to that first document in here that the president put to initiate the transference of the New Earth applications. Now, I'm going to go back to the information that I was working on yesterday, but this just caught my attention because it's in today's Federal Register rule. Remember what I told you? When it's a rule, it is a law. It is not in the air. It's something that the government, all government entities, including your president, have to follow. It becomes a rule. The rules that he is following today is rules like this that existed over 50 years ago. Right here. Here's the first document title in this New Earth transition of applications in 1978. Sunday. Sunday? Sunday. So let me read what it says. Proclamation 4558. Sunday, 1978, by the President of the United States of America, Jimmy Carter. We know that the Peanut Man, today we need to develop and expand renewable energy sources that can provide heating, cooling, and power for homes, farms, and factories is greater than that any other time in our nation's history. For this reason, Americans are seeking ways of using the sun as an inexhaustible source of clean energy. The federal government and private organizations are working on programs to improve solar technology and encourage greater use of this safe, environmentally accepted energy all the way back then, and the earth ain't got no better. It's like Kamala Harris saying, yep, we gonna make sure that you can afford to buy bread and meat, but the whole 4 years that they've been in office, nothing but bread and meat is so expensive you can't even spend $100 and halfway fill up your refrigerator since they've been in office. See what I'm saying? I'm not talking so much about them and their program. I'm saying them and their program has been the same program since 1978, since 1678, since 1578, since 1478, and according to their Federal Register documents, since 100,000 years of 78s ago. So when we look and we say which president we had that was a good president, especially when they was in the democracy programs, this demon crazy Jimmy Carter information seemed like it did not do anything any good. And the whole purpose of his proclamation for this Sunday was to initiate their New Earth programs that they have in this Federal Register document that, as of today, just got reinforced to see how far they've gotten with the program. So let me go back and finish reading. In order to inform the general public, industry, and labor about the solar technologies and to demonstrate the sun's potential in meeting America's energy needs, the 95th Congress has adopted a joint resolution, HJ Resolution 715, designating Wednesday, May 3rd, 1978 as Sunday and calling upon the president to issue a proclamation calling for its appropriate observance. Now, therefore, I, Jimmy Carter, President of the United States of America, do hereby proclaim Wednesday, May 3rd, 1978, as Sunday and call upon the American people to observe that day with appropriate activities and ceremonies that will demonstrate the potential of solar energy. I direct all appropriate federal agencies to support this national observance. In witness whereof I hereunto set my hand on this 27th day of March in the year of our Lord 1978, and of the independence of the United States in 202nd. What just threw me off is where he says, "There, wherefore I set my hand." And I noticed they don't say it like that anymore in their documents. Wherefore I set my hand. Is that the hidden hand? He the one who had the hidden hand, and everybody thinks so humbly of him, the peanut man. Uh, I don't know. I don't know. But I'm going to read right now some information about the new earth. Some information about the new earth. Hey there. How are you, Latrell Tinwell? You've been hiding. You've been hiding. How's things with you, Latrell Tinwell? Are you over here? And have you done a live yet? You've been gone for a minute. Have you done a live? Huh? Have you, how is your family? How is your wife and children? Is all well? Huh? Yeah. Do you have lessons to teach those in your new outcomes? No? Yes? Maybe? All right, let me get back to this. So, here, let's read some New Earth scriptures. Isaiah 65:17. For behold, I create new heavens and new earth, and former things will not be remembered or come to mind. Now, maybe because of the codes and because of Solomon's interactions with the demons and his 700 wives and his 300 concubines. I listened to shorts for briefly last night and given incorrect information when he says, see the difference between Solomon and Solomon only had he said about a couple of hundred of consorts, and that's not true. He had 700 wives and 300 concubines, and he worshiped every single god of each of those wives. Now, his concubines and his consorts, he dibbled and dabbled with their demons and gods also. And there was nothing special in particular about Sheba because Sheba was a she. And Sheba had hundreds of husbands. So when their kingdoms meshed, she actually helped him decide that he would continuously turn his back on God. And nothing that God could say after that. So when God came to him, he was like, nah, I'm the wisest. And I had Sheba, and I got 700 wives, and the demons built my temples. And ain't nothing you can say to me, God. Who is you? So, anyways, back to the new earth. So now what I'm thinking is based on the technology that Solomon left behind and these certain demonic forces or these democracy forces left, that they keep reinstating and replaying it and resetting it over and over and over again, is how they're able to have people where you cannot remember where your ancestors are from. So we depend on information outside of us, information given which we have to rightly divide the word of truth, but the information does not straightly lead us to knowing exactly where you are from, who you are from, your ancestral line. Even for those who say, well, I got land and I got paperwork that shows that we were here in the early 1800s. But okay, what, did you sell out a bunch of people? Were your ancestors the ones that was scalping And so your family got the rights, huh? Say we're gonna give you some land because you killed at least 500 niggas. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying. I'm just saying. What proof do you have beyond what's in your DNA? Because so many people can't remember so far back. But here in Isaiah, it says, "For behold, I create a new heaven and a new earth, and former things will not be remembered or come to mind." And now they're about to do a reset all over again mentally with these different programs that the dragon is about to initiate. And if you go to my stream yesterday or the day before yesterday, you'll know what dragon is. And these are terms that are in your federal laws, terms that, okay, let me show you something. Terms in 1978 that have the land and confusion and chaos the way it is right now. People in 1978 would probably saying the same thing that a lot of people are saying right now. No, that's not going to happen. We have the power over such and such and such and such and such and such. And there's no way that people will be able to touch screen their TVs, and that's not going to happen. That technology, that's all make believe. There's no way that we are going to be talking to our phones and dependent on our phones to give us information. There's no way that the phone will be able to read my heartbeat. And this technology doesn't. What they show where Tom Cruise and they gonna put in the technology in his eye, and you gonna have to scan your eye in order to pass through Visa, or to pass through to get you something to eat, or to pass through. That technology is not going to exist. In order for you to open your car door, this car is gonna have to scan your eyes. Nah, because you would have never thought that you would have to use your fingers to be able to unlock your doors. Huh? Your fingerprint. But all this technology exists. And for those who keep trying to make you and dumb you down and say, no, it's not, it's this, okay. Those are the same people that don't believe that you are a light being, that Christ is real, that you are a native of the kingdom of heaven, because the government right now, this day, again, out of all the things that they can say, the one thing on their solar days and their new earth and their old earth technology is they're saying they're going to buy Americans. It don't matter if you say you was an Indian American, an indigenous American, an African American, an Asian American, a Chinese American, a Haitian American, any type of American that you say you are, the democracy, this same program that is going to unleash the dragon technology that's in this Federal Register document, say they are buying you. If you say so, we're going to buy you. And what is it that they're buying about you? Not your flesh. They're buying your light code, because all of their experiments under the CHIPS Act law has to do with your light code. In order for them to sell so many nanometers and nanometrics to one agency or corporation over on the other side of their new earth, old earth, when you're left behind in it, is gonna be for sale. And the only way that they can upload it is because you gave them permission to buy your light code. You don't want to believe that Jesus said, it's not my ideas. Don't worship me. It ain't me. I'm just telling you and reminding you that you are a native to the kingdom of heaven, and God is going to come and he's going to cleanse the earth. But there's going to be a period where people are going to be left behind. And it has to be so. If you want to be left behind in it, it's okay. You will have that choice. You will have the choice to say, yes, I want to have what the demons are offering. I'm happy with their drugs. I'm happy with their money. I'm happy with their orgies. I'm happy with their idolatry. I'm happy with the sodomy. I'm happy with the Gomorrah. I'm happy with Gog and Magog, and I choose this. Or you could choose love, light, righteousness, pureness, pure in heart, sound mind, sobriety. Everything that they're giving out and handing out goes directly to death. You really want to have a part in all of that? It's better to be right than to be wrong. And the government believes in the Bible way more than you, who should be believing in the word. The ones who have turned their backs, come back. Come back. Come back to your first love. Those who went astray and decided to go to Egypt, you weren't supposed to be left in Egypt. Come out. Come out. Go back to your first love. Because the devil has a plan. Who she? There you go with the devil. Okay, we don't have to call it the devil today. We could call it the Federal Register Program. They got a plan. They haven't swayed from their plan. And the fact of the matter is, no matter how many times they shoot at Trump, he is not going anywhere because he is the one that's bringing in the Antichrist. It is written, it can't be changed. They can shoot at him every day until it's until it's time for him to become president. And he will not be harmed because it's already written. And I'm not saying this because I'm on no side. I'm saying it because it is written. And the being that he is bringing in is the same being who is going to be able to, I don't know, he might be terminated a couple of days after he has made it into presidency. But the goal and the simulation is for Elon Musk to be able to have the position that is promised to him. And all of these programs, the Biennial program, the Dragon program, the satellites, all of these programs, the space program, the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Program, the Department of Energy, all of these will be under the guise of Elon Musk, whose birth is 666. If you haven't studied it, you better study it. It is all matching the word of God. God's word can't be changed, and his promises is going to stand. But you're gonna you don't have to make the choice today, but you're gonna have to make a choice. You're gonna have to make a choice, and I'm telling you from experience that the more you love and forgive and keep your mind sober, the more you decipher your blood code and what's within you and follow the blueprint that Christ left behind, the more things are unveiled through the system to crumble. Greater, greater light. Okay, Latrell Tidwell. All right, all right. So now let me go ahead and close out. I'll come back. I may come back later. Again, if I come back later, my new series, Shadow Hour Live, it may be 11, it might be 12, it might be 1, it may be 2. It just depends. Because some of this information that I just went through with this Sunday initiation that Jimmy Carter did in 1978 and their new earth and fixed earth being updated for Federal Register today, and they're dragging. Let me type in dragon real quick just so you could come and check it out for yourself. You don't have to believe me. Check it out. Dragon is under Illumina. Dragon is under Illumina. Illumina is the company that is doing the testing on the children, on the babies, on stillborn babies. That's why the democracy needs so bad for the Maternal Health Bureau to have control over when a mother decides she wants to terminate, that they could keep the carcass of the stillborns because of these particular studies that Illumina, De Novo are doing. Now, I see these dates right here. Let me do you a favor. Let me type in go just to today. Just as recent as today under the rules. Okay, right here. They have 20 rules. Am I sharing right screen? They got 20 rules. The information that I told y'all that in the capsule of your eye, they're going to put what you call it? A lens. They're just beginning that with the pineal system, with the pineal system, with the prisoners, people who keep going in and out, being incarcerated. They're the first ones with that research. But see, let me show you this, like the entity list enforcement right here, like this device right here. It says medical, clinical, chemistry, and clinical toxicology devices for clozapine. This clozapine is a, what you call it, for schizophrenia, right? And instead of them giving people the chemical clozapine, they're gonna put a device into particular beings, into their system, to be able to test the schizophrenic behaviors and how much clozapine is in your system. So now this is what they're going to do for those who they can't control, beings that they can't control, beings that are out of control, beings who are deemed I showed y'all that under the Food and Drug Administration, there's a clause in one of their rules that people who are habitual users, it doesn't matter if it's recreational, it doesn't matter if it's herbal, it doesn't matter if it's mushrooms, any being that is under that classification, and beings who are deemed mentally out of order, instead of continuously incarcerating you, they're going to put this a device in your body that will be able to release certain chemicals when they need it to get you to behave. This is going to eliminate needles. So here is this clause right here. Why they believe this action is going to be beneficial And this same technology is under the Dragon um, entity. See? De novo. If you type in de novo will take you to Illumina and Dragon and Glucose, which is the same, all under the same CEO, and he's connected with Elon Musk and the Department of Defense and the government hierarchies of the government programs. They are getting FDA approved for all of these biochemical technology agents to be implanted into beings that they want to control, since people are so out of control. So they got approved for this, but how long has this been? They've been putting in for this since 19. I forgot which date I saw the other day. For the Dragon has been in effect of their program since. I'll type it in. Let me type it in. Let me type it in and show you real quick, just to confirm. Illumina sequencing. This is the same company and the same people. So me going to Illumina is no different from me going to Dragon. Share this tab. Well, I actually want to look and see how long they've been in. Hold on, give me a second. Let's do it like this and go Wikipedia. I hate to do the Wikipedia on the Dragon right now, but it'll be easier. It's automatically putting in Dragon with an O. Okay, here it is. Dragon secondary analysis, their pipelines, but that's not what I want. I want where you could see how long this company has been working on everything that's coming through the pipeline in warp speed. National, oh goodness. Let's see. See, artificial intelligence playing. They don't want to let me. They trying to hold me back. Okay, here. There's Illumina Inc. Am I sharing the right tab? Nope. Share this tab. Nope. Not this tab. Here we go. So here, since 1998. Since 1998, the developers of the Dragon through Illumina, see, right here, all of these corporations, see, COVID sequencing, next sequencing. I told you the Dragon program, the sequencing that they have, they will not be using our original sequencing that was God given through the light code. They've come up with a way to create life without the original sequence. And see the word Dragon right here, this same company, all of this, the true sight, because I remember I was questioning why they working with oncology also, and with the visual, and because there's that here, let me go back here. The same company is putting, just got approved to put the lens in behind the eyes of people who don't have degenerative eye macular diseases, but have astigmatism. So, and where are they going to be able to do most of their testing? For those without having to get permission to sign off is in the penal system. So then when those people come out, are they going to be more controlled or adapted to? Here's another one that kind of threw me off. Let's share this screen. This one threw me off right here, because why are they concentrating on children having kidney problems? That the Food and Drug Administration is there continuous, not trying to figure out what we could do to help the children not have to have kidney issues, but they want to do a classification of continuous renal replacement therapy system. And see, codified language for pediatric continuous renal replacement therapy systems. This goes into the maternal bureau that Kamala Harris wants to have so much control over. Because in this development right here that was just released today, they're not just needing pediatric children who are going through kidney failure or having kidney problems. They need dead babies and all to do this study. And here it is right here. Here's the measures that they will use to study. Adverse tissue reactions. Now, remember, I just showed you something about the skin sensitization studies, biocompatibility evaluation, pyrogenicity testing. This is all through that same company, the Dragon. Death, infection, inadequate, incomplete treatment, clearance of essential blood substances and medications. Look at this list, this long list for children. For children. Electric shock. Now, the electric shock treatments is not as intense as it was back in the days. I know what I'm talking about from my own personal experience. As a matter of fact, some of the headsets that they have now, it's easy for them to do the shock treatment in the headsets. And again, those headsets are being implemented into the hospitals also. Electric magnetic compatibility testing, all of this for children. See the company? Wait, see the company? De novo not only means to make anew. So now you have the New Earth program. For those who are under the New Earth program, may be very well the ones who decide to accept all that the Democrats are saying. And like in my mind, I still can't comprehend any Christian being okay with the things that are coming out from the democracy. Both teams are Gog and Magog. But there's one that they're determined that death is what would keep their system going. And this whole program right here just released today under the same agency that created the Dragon or the mark of the beast, that what's his name? Elon will be in control of. This is all geared to children. And again, I told you, this right here is just as if you see remember the image of the Matrix movie and all of those them babies within the little pods hooked up to the machines? Because he's already succeeded in uploading consciousness into a mechanical being. He got FDA approved to take and adjust and allow you, a person, to be sitting who may can't move their body at all, but their mind can collaborate with the technology and work with the technology even though they can't move. But everybody letting that go right over their head. So all of these companies that are in cahoots with Elon, like this one right here, that specifically have, and look at how they have the dragon. Besides COVID, dragon is the only one in capital letters. This is a sign of the mark of the beast. But this one right here, classification of pediatric continuous. FDA approved. Final rule. Dated on which date? That's not a coincidence. Final order. Am I sharing this tab? Final order. And all they did was take the child's off of her name. Final order. Tell you everything that they're standing up there saying in face value, anything that you want to know of how far and how deep they're trying to go to complete their Gog and Magog one world order is right here at the Federal Register, stating what they will and what they're gonna do, what they plan to do with your children, what they plan to do with you when you get locked up, what they plan to do with you with the weather. It's right here. Now I'm gonna go ahead and close out because I'm gonna go put in some more hours. I'm gonna go eat me something because I haven't eaten today. All I did was drink. So I'm gonna go eat. And again, I may come back, I may not. It just depends. It just depends. Greater light. And again, good to see you in the chat. Latrell Tinwell. Latrell Tinwell, good to see you. All right. Stay sober minded. How many more did I read? Stay sober minded, and let me remind everyone about the light. Let me remind you about the light real quick. Let me remind you what it means to be the light. Here we go. Then Jesus again spoke to them, saying, I am the light of the world. He who follows me will not walk in darkness, but will have the light of life. Here, let me put this here. While I am in the world, I am the light of the world. I just want to put this up here. Share the screen instead of you looking at me. I have come as a light into the world so that everyone who believes in me will not remain in darkness. In him was life, and the life was the light of men. The light shines in darkness, and darkness did not comprehend it. I am the Lord. I have called you in righteousness. I will also hold you by the hand and watch over you. I will appoint you as a covenant to the people, as a light to the nations. A light of revelation to the Gentiles and the glory of your people, Israel. So Jesus said to them, for a little while longer, the light is among you. Walk while you have the light, so that the darkness will not overtake you. He who walks in darkness does not know where he goes. While you have the light, Believe in the light so that you may become sons of light. Greater light.
Hallelujah, hallelujah, I'm so glad to tell. Hallelujah, hallelujah, with my soul as well. Hallelujah, 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 raise, see the word. Hallelujah, 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 raise, see the word. Raise, see the living word. Hallelujah, raise, see the living word. Hallelujah, raise, see the word. Yahweh, light, yeah, the light of the world. Yahweh, who's that? The light of the world. He said, I am all that. Yahweh, who's that? The light of the world. He said, I am all that. Yahweh, Yahweh.